The radio home of Minnesota sports is also on YouTube. Check out the KFAN YouTube channel for exclusive videos, in-depth takes, initials and password games, and behind-the-scenes content. Search KFAN YouTube and hit subscribe today and watch the Power Trip live right now.
I might do that. Thank you. Here's the head coach of your Minnesota Wild on the series so far, Mr. Hines.
We went and won game one, and it was a highly contested game two that we didn't come out on top. And now it's just all about game three. It's not, for us, it's not so much about, stealing home ice or whatnot. I just think it's the focus of the next game and the preparation and not getting into, what happened in the past or what we did. We went 1-1. Thought we were pretty competitive in both games. We can be better tomorrow.
Hey, Zach, a question for you for somebody who's never played a game of hockey in his life and had skates on only once, even though my last name is Hockey. When they said there's 6 players on the ice, what is the rule on that? Because obviously you're switching people, and does the guy have to physically be crawled over the wall before the guy replacing him can come on?
No.
So what's the deal then?
So there's... I don't know exactly what the rule book says with the NHL, but they give you to the dot. But if you are controlling the puck, and then it's more strict in terms of how many guys can be out there. I still don't know how it happened.
All right.
And I think everybody was kind of flabbergasted as to how they got the too many men at the end where it's very rare where usually what happens is the puck is by the bench while they're changing, and then there's multiple guys, and that's how it happens.
Okay, yeah.
It's very rare where Faber was 85 feet away from the bench with the puck, and they still called it. So
I'd never seen it before, and I saw it twice in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, and the Stars thing, that was more blatant when there's 6 guys out, they weren't even by the bench. Like that was a bad play by the Stars. That was far more egregious, but
okay, and that makes sense because I was wondering why Hines wasn't just losing his mind. Because that was the game was over at that point. There was no way we were going to recover from that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Zachary, do we have health updates for both teams? Like when is Rupe Hintz not playing at all in this series? What's the deal with Dallas?
It sounds he's not even skating. I guess they're
Mel.
The thought is he had a setback or something, and the fact that he's not skating says that he's probably not going to be back for a while at least. So
yes,
John Hines joins PA at 9:00, and maybe he'll delve a little bit more in terms of the Wild injuries, in terms of Yakov Trenin, and of course. My goodness, Matt Zuccarello.
Yep.
But we'll hopefully find out more either via John at 9 or after morning skate, whenever that is this morning. But
this morning.
That'll be something to follow, because Zuki is a big part of this team's success, and that his presence was sorely missed, especially in the power play. I think if he's in the lineup, I think they win. I'm sorry.
Thank you for your honesty.
Don't
apologize, baby.
The Wild have been the better team this series, and I think they can absolutely take care of business, as Parker said earlier. Gentleman's sweep
is
a very good possibility here.
Is Girthy Base going to play tonight?
Girthy Base? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He's obviously Girthy Base, phenomenal D. Yeah. Is a wonderful back checker, and really gets in the dirty areas and clears out.
Shaped like a Coke can.
Yeah. And so I'm excited to see, hopefully Girthy Base gets back in there.
I agree.
Oh, Tom, relax, brother. My
take
gosh.
a deep breath, Tom.
Zacho, who do you think's in net tonight? Do you think they stay with Wallstead?
Okay. It'll be Wallstead. Yep. He's played really, really good. He's been very dependable back there. It's his net until it isn't, and hopefully we never get to that point, at least in this series.
Again, this is a good problem to have. Let's say Volstead just kicks ass and we win multiple series, we make a deep run. Gustafsson has a relatively new contract, does he not?
Yeah.
Is he going to be butthurt? Is this going to be one of those why am I here if I'm not playing? Do we have that problem? I mean, again, maybe a good problem to have if Volstead plays that well, but what are we doing with this moving forward? What are we doing? What is the goal here?
I think he's he's a professional, and he knows how I'm sure he's not happy about any of this, but we've seen Wally go through stretches where he Gustafsson came back, and so I think it's good to have. He's been talking all year in the locker room how it's nice to have this two-headed monster in the back end to have that competition and to be able to go back and forth. And so I think at the end of the day, it's a good thing in the long run that they have each other to battle against. Though I will say, if you are Gus, you go and man, I kind of took this like semi back seat with Fleury last year. I'm coming to this year thinking I'm the main guy, and for a lot of the season he was. So it's going to be interesting to follow. But I think he's a pro enough that he'll understand and respect the process here. But I mean, he can't be totally happy. He shouldn't be happy.
No,
and it's like tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's your Super Bowl. Tomorrow night's the NFL draft, and Abbott is passing on you and giving that spot to tackle Terry Tuma.
That's right.
And
really?
you have to just accept it.
Yep.
Because it's Tuma's time to shine. It's not yours.
Yep.
But you're
is-
a pro.
Yeah.
And maybe next year, if Tuma stumbles, you're back in the mix.
What's Tuma doing tomorrow?
NFL draft coverage. I just said that.
He just
I know you just said that, but like PA leads the conversation.
Yes.
Pete and Lieber break down the prospects.
Correct.
Charch gives you his thoughts.
Yes.
What's his expertise?
You'll have to tune in and find out.
Okay.
Wait and see.
Please just tune in and find out.
See, you're bored with Thiedemann because it's so likely that he's 18 and you want to be surprised. Tuma's performance tomorrow night will shock the world.
Oh, really?
I've been told it's that dynamic. It's buckle up, buddy.
It's a Tuma.
Yep. Tackle Terry Tuma tomorrow night starting at about 6:30.
Is it true he's picking for Sauce in the mock draft tomorrow too?
Oh God, I didn't hear
he
that. If Abbott made that call too,
Abbott just texted
boy.
me, said
Wow.
if Sauce is so bored with this mock drafts, maybe we'll find somebody who is interested.
Yeah.
Man, that is something he would text, though.
It really is.
How do we get Tackle Terry Tuma to play initials? Is he available on
Isn't he
Friday morning, or
Abbott's cousin?
is he always fishing?
Oh, he's always fishing.
Yeah.
Oh man, morning. I gotta think morning fishing's the time.
Are
to
you kidding
fish.
me? That's when they're hitting, dude.
Yeah, dang it.
They're hitting.
You guys willing to stick around and play initials at like 5:30 p.m. just so Tuma can play?
No.
No.
Anything for tackle Terry
Yeah.
Tuma.
Zach's in.
Parker, tomorrow. Not tonight. Tomorrow. The Denver Nuggets are at the
Let's go.
Target Center. Game 3 of the Wolves-Nuggets series. 8:30 on DraftKings. The Nuggets are 1.5-point favorites. So, like you mentioned, it was kind of inverted games, right? The Wolves looked really good in quarter 1 of game 1.
Yeah.
And then really struggled the rest of the way. They had that little spurt late to make it interesting, but ultimately fell apart. But essentially didn't play well the final 3 quarters. And like you just mentioned, it was kind of the opposite in game 2, right? It was we came out of the gate slow and then played really well the rest of the game.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of talking after the game, which I'm sure everybody's seen. Jaden McDaniels basically calling out
Unbelievable.
Denver's whole team, going at every
don't
single
defend.
buddy,
The whole team.
telling they're terrible defenders. So it's going to be interesting. The tip tomorrow at 7:30,
8:30.
8:30. It's going to be a hot start, and I think we're going to see right away if Denver's made for it. With all the trash talk that's going on, everything that's happening, Denver's got to show up right away, or I think Minnesota's going to take control of the series. I think if Minnesota wins Game 3, they're in a really good position to close out Denver.
How about the reporter when Jaden was doing that and he just goes, all of them are bad defenders?
Yeah.
All of them.
Who I think it might have been Chris Hine.
It was, yeah.
I think it was
It
Chris
was,
Hine,
yeah.
and he got like almost 6 million views on that on X, and
All of them.
yeah, and he went at him, and then they asked Aaron Gordon about it. And he's like, "Brother, I don't care." And people are so funny, like you should care because
Are they all bad defenders?
they aren't great. So Denver is a great offensive team, right? They do stuff on the offensive side of the ball with Nikola Jokic that has never been seen in the NBA before. He's generational. But defensively, they're second to last or third to last in the NBA in blocks, and they're last in steals. So they are bad defensively. They don't do things great. That's because they don't have shot blocking. Jokic isn't a shot blocker at the rim. So I think the intentionality of Minnesota continuing to get to the rim, stop settling for threes, apply pressure to the paint. What only does that do is, you get scores at the rim, but you also put the refs in position to call fouls. So foul shots were 30-30 in game 2. They were like 15 apart in game 1. So you got to continue to put pressure on the rim, make the refs call fouls, and live at the free throw line.
Who's underperforming so far for the Wolves?
I think there's a couple. I mean, I wouldn't say anybody's underperforming. I thought Dante was great in game 2. I thought Jaden was phenomenal as well. Rudy Gobert only had 2 points, but he was absolutely excellent on the defensive side of the ball down the stretch. We've seen a little hobble from Ant, but he's still scoring the ball at a high level. He had 30 points in game 2. I think the guy that needs to come along a little bit more is Julius. Stop settling, continue to get to the rim. But I thought he was great defensively as well. Bones was good in game 2. Aya was good in game 2. So I don't think there's anybody specifically who hasn't been playing to their best, but they just got to continue that team effort.
Well, Nas, we more out of Nas.
I think we could take more out of Nas. He's that sixth man. He's the guy that you need the spark off of the bench. He's been dealing with a little shoulder injury for the past couple weeks. But if he starts making shots and stretches the floor, stretches the defense out to guard him, it's really hard to guard the Timberwolves offense.
Still confident though we win this.
I think so. I think we're the better team.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, I think we're the better team. Obviously, then there's a player on their team named Nikola Jokic who can go for 50, 20, and 20, and that's not even exaggeration. He's done it before. So you got to guard that. But besides that, I'm really confident in this Wolves team, especially the way Rudy's been playing on the defensive side of the ball.
That's
are electric.
our guy, Parker Fox, brought to you by our friends at Continental Diamond.
Sir, thank you, Continental Diamond.
Yeah, thank you.
The best.
One of the best bits ever. Parker is shopping at Continental Diamond for an engagement ring. He runs into Mark Rosen, and
So
Rosen
good.
immediately walks upstairs and jumps on Common's show and goes, "Hey, I saw Parker Fox downstairs shopping for rings." What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What do you think he's doing? Buying a ring for himself?
Right. Like
It's
his
actually the
mom? What are you doing?
It's actually the best bit.
It was literally the first thing that came out of his mouth. I just saw Parker.
Had to say that he ran into Parker.
Yeah.
And here I am in Continental Diamonds, excited to see Mark Rosen, Hey, Rosie, how you doing?
Yeah.
Goes and spills it on the radio.
Yep.
Thank God Taylor said yes.
Yeah.
Well, she knew the question was coming. She got the heads up.
Thanks, Rosie.
Headlines in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Join the Power Trip Morning Show up at Grandview Lodge, April 30th and May 1st. Don't miss out on your shot to win great prizes, including a custom KFAN and Grandview co-branded golf bag, tailor-made driver, and more. Oh, and did we mention
You didn't.
a 2-night stay at Grandview with food, golf, and a massage at their spa? Get all the details now at kfan.com/Grandview.
Well, looky here. That'll be a lot of fun. I would like to stay up there Thursday and Friday night. That would be super fun.
Place is sweet.
Wouldn't it be great?
Hell yeah.
It would be super great. I would love to be able to do that.
Duh.
Yeah, that was right. That's Parker Fox. He's brought to us by Continental Diamond. That's Cory. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Cory.
Thanks.
That's
Yeah,
Meat
happy
Sauce.
birthday.
He's not going to see his next birthday.
Jesus.
Oh, I wonder if you were at Continental looking for a birthday present for me. That's a logical reason to be down there.
Maybe it.
You would have heard it on the radio if I
I
was.
would have had it ruined. Yes. Arrivederci.
Corey, can you still wear earrings?
Oh, yeah.
I could probably push an earring through.
Hot.
I'd have to pop it. It would bleed. Button bar.
Grody.
Okay.
Here's a scoop from Dan Patrick, Cory, on his radio show.
I was informed by a source on Saturday that it is signed and ready to go, in his opinion, that Nashville is getting the 2030 Super Bowl. I haven't seen any reports on this. This is what I was told on Saturday.
Yeah, how about this? This makes the most sense of anything ever, right? That everybody that's complaining about the halftime show lately, and like
Oh my God,
people
yeah.
are going, "Hey, we need a country artist in there eventually." Look, you're not putting like Morgan Wallen in Vegas, right? It makes so much sense to do it when it goes to Nashville.
Yeah,
and the rumor is
100%.
2030 Nashville. Sure, then do a country music halftime show.
Oh, yeah.
That'll probably be it for country music. Let's be honest, but still,
Come on now.
if you're gonna do it, that's the city to do it in.
Rocket Club. I can see it.
Yeah. What songs would you sing?
We'd say, "I'll run up Noah and Silo."
All right, I'm not specifically asking for a country music fan line here, but let's strategically think about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say it is 4 years from now. They put it in Nashville and they say we're going to go country music.
Yes.
New stadium.
And let's say, for argument's sake, that this is, like I just mentioned, this is a one-time thing. We don't, whatever. We're going to try to stay young and cool and hip. And I'm not saying country music doesn't have young followers, but we're going to go with mainstream pop mostly, right? And maybe a little bit of whatever rock. Mm-hmm. Country music has one shot at this.
Yeah.
What do you do? Because You have two options. You either go with one giant headliner, and that's your one shot, or do you roll out like an all-star caliber cast?
It has to be an
What do you
all-star
do?
caliber. It has to be.
yeah.
It has to be everybody from Willie and Hank
Garth.
all the way to Carrie Underwood.
Do you have time though? You only have 14 minutes or so. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's tough.
How many
Everybody
names
gets
can
one
you?
line from one song.
It's like We Are the World.
Exactly.
What do you do? Let's say it's only 3. Let's say you get to fit 3 names in.
3 names.
Maybe
Well,
maybe
you guys
a
know
bridge.
you guys know the older people, but for our
It's got to be Garth.
yeah,
Hasn't he done something in the past?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me double check. Didn't we have like a?
Well, I mean, it depends on who's popular then, because people like Morgan Wallen right now,
Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen,
Yeah.
Ella Langley, Laney Wilson.
Yeah.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Yeah,
I don't think Steve's going to be available.
Dusty Mon.
Yeah, probably Dusty.
Yeah.
So, in the 1994 Super Bowl halftime show, Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, and the Judds.
Wow,
That was
man.
in Atlanta.
Wow.
Holy moly.
but for this one, like, what is your demographic, right? Like, are you putting George Strait up there at 75?
I don't think so.
whatever
I think
years
it's a
old?
terrible
You got to
choice.
have one classic guy.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But
It's
I think
probably Garth.
That's Garth, and I know that's not quote classic. That's 90s country, but that's 30 years old, right? That's
Yeah.
going 30
Yeah.
years backwards.
You got to play the boot, scoot, and boogie.
I don't know. I think you'd have to find a way to do like at least 10 of them. You would have to.
Well,
like,
because then you got to have like either Reba or Dolly as well.
Dolly is,
yeah, you got to have Dolly.
yeah.
You got to have Dolly.
Probably got to have Dolly.
Yeah,
And then you got to have somebody new school.
Yeah.
yeah,
Morgan Wallen, Luke
Morgan,
Combs.
yeah, somebody like that.
I mean, we can use one of them for the anthem.
That's
Good
true.
point.
God, but Chris Stapleton's so good at that anthem.
so
Yeah,
good.
he is.
Oh my goodness.
Hawk, how good is Happy's place with Reba?
It's such a good show, and our friend
Yeah.
Missy Peterman's on there.
Yeah, it is good.
She's so good.
Yeah, it's tough to only pick 3 there, Cor. I don't think it's possible to do 3. I think you either got to go one headline or just do a.
Is Wheeler Walker Jr. available?
He is, yes, wide open for 2030. No tour dates announced.
Interesting.
What about
wonder why.
Dave?
I think he does.
Count Dave Simonette in.
So you meant Dave Matthews.
Oh.
Just don't mock him.
That's excellent.
I'm trying to do an impression of him. Why would that be
I thought
mocking
that was a
him?
loving impersonation.
Pretty
Exactly.
good.
I thought literally Dave was over there.
I think you're having a stroke.
I'm singing. What is that? It's not Satellite. What's the other one?
You
tell
got
ya.
your bow, you got your
What
chain.
the hell's the name of that song, Sauce?
I wasn't listening. I was
Creepy
looking
Death?
up Wheeler Walker.
I was singing Dave and you checked out?
No. Yes. What?
Oh, it's Crash. It's
Yeah,
Crash.
Crash. Great song.
Crash.
Yeah. Relax, please.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
singing this song. Why
he
would
is
I
doing a
relax?
tribute.
God, I guess I won't sing
He's
anymore
doing-
if it ruins your day so much.
I feel like I'm in Vegas right now watching a highly paid tribute act.
Oh. Why are you out watching a band? Did you lose all your money?
Obviously. I'm working the door.
I'm playing the food court at Caesars.
He hit his ATM limit again.
Chris is getting that piece of pizza that he wasn't sure he had money for.
And when you say play in the food court, it's just me and my hat and my guitar
Yep.
until they throw me out of here.
Oh, man.
You gonna eat that
By the way,
crust,
that's
sir?
an underrated food court at Caesars.
No.
Oh man, yeah.
It's like because it's tucked all the way back
yeah.
there, where
It's
it's,
hard to
like
get the-
you have to walk all the way around the casino, and it's all the way in the back. You're like, hey, there's like 6 options back
And let
here.
me tell you, that circle right there in Caesars, and then right there, just past it on the right-hand side, is the high roller area.
Is that right?
Oh, lordy.
Oh, when you walk in, you mean, right?
Yeah. Right there.
You guys
Did they
love
have
that
my
place.
game?
Where'd you gamble the most?
MGM. We saw Jeff Teague as we walked into MGM.
Oh, yeah.
So he
How's
was
that?
He was chilling in there
Former NBA player, played for the Wolves for a little bit.
a lot of years.
How is that?
That's so good.
Did he play here?
He did. He played for the Wolves
yeah,
for a couple
played
of
for the
years.
Wolves.
He knew
Like-
KFAN and brought it up to him.
Oh, really?
How hammered were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania was going on, so
Oh, yeah.
all those guys were staying in MGM. I didn't see anybody, but some of my buddies said they saw some guys like Randy Orton and CM Punk and some of the other dudes. So I didn't see anybody, so can't say anything about it. But
Just turn on
WrestleMania,
ESPN.
yeah, WrestleMania is sweet.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, man. It's
Yeah,
all over,
Lesnar.
Johnny.
Yep.
What a beast.
Looks like it's over.
Did you guys have him on before he had that chest tattoo?
Dude, we had him on when he was 19 years old and still at
Wow.
the U.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I
incredible.
think the math works. I think he was 19. He was very young.
It wasn't the story with the giant tattoo that he was hammered, and you're not supposed to get tattoos when you're drunk. But I believe that giant tattoo on his chest was not supposed to technically be done.
Yeah.
because he was like 0.9.
Yeah.
He's only 48.
Is he really?
Well, yeah.
I thought he was younger than that.
48. Yeah.
Is he really?
July 12th, 1977.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was like almost my age. That's interesting.
I know
Okay.
we had him on right after he won the national championship the last time at the U.
Wow.
What a beast.
And
Yeah.
then he went down to Louisville to try out big time wrestling, and it worked out great. And then he and Mr. Perfect started coming in, and that's when
Oh,
it all
such a good
hell.
bit.
So he's done now, huh? Just
Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like
Wraps it
it.
up.
He got all tearful in the ring.
wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you
Yep.
to the GOAT.
Man.
Started flashing his boobs.
Yeah. Well, he's topless.
That's the
Man,
truth.
he was really good at MMA in the first round because he would just bar fight you. And then if you could last the first round, you could
be tired.
He would be tired. Yeah.
He also was fighting Crohn's disease when he was
Oh, yeah.
doing that, man. I don't know how he did it ever.
Yeah.
Because he was
The diverticulitis.
yeah,
right?
that was it. Yeah, diverticulitis. That's it. Is that the same thing or different? I'm sorry.
I think it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
sure.
it was. Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
I know he was having a hard time with that stuff, but my goodness, man, when he beat somebody up, whew,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
yeah.
Imagine getting in the ring
No,
willfully
thanks.
to fight that guy.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
He is definitely
I'd go
one of
the
those
other
people
way.
that when you see him in person, and again, we were lucky enough to be around him a handful of times. When you see him in person, you're like, how is there another human being that can beat this guy up? It
Yeah.
doesn't
Right.
seem possible. 'Cause
Right.
you're like, this is the most unstoppable force I've ever seen.
Yeah.
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 But then you throw him like on an NFL defensive line, and you use offensive linemen who have technique,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they handled him.
It's like Gable
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Gable went and tried
exactly.
out for the Buffalo Bills.
Shouldn't be able to be stopped, right?
No.
And they stopped him easily. Isn't that
That dude
nuts?
is
He
that-
did body slam a guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember
From
that?
from the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At the
fight,
joint
yeah.
practice.
Fight.
When he was 69. What a great
Of course.
All right,
of course,
relax.
Brock
Great
picked that.
Yeah, that guy is I mean, you look at him and you're like, holy cow, is he a beast? And then he does a backflip and you're like,
Yep.
Yep.
this guy should not be able to move that way.
Yeah.
I think he has a good chance to be the future of the heavyweight in the MMA, UFC. That dude he's an animal.
We'll see. All right, let's do this.
It's time for headline.
Let's go.
Headlines. All right, here we go.
Hell yeah, man.
A substitute teacher at a high school in Florida has been arrested after she was caught acting erratically and twerking in the classroom.
Hold on. Let's hear her out.
Let's go.
Was
Now,
this
that's the
a
whole-
physical education class?
I don't know. And again, that's the whole headline. So, not that it makes it any better or worse, but don't you hope it's at least high school and not like in front of, second graders?
Just twerking.
Yeah.
Was it home economics?
I don't know what
Was
it
she
was.
talking about buns?
I don't think so.
Do you guys still have home ec in school these days?
Why would the four of us know?
I was in high school like
What are you talking
got
about?
kids.
9
I have
years ago.
kids.
Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry. Of
course I know.
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah, they call it facts though, like FACTS.
Not really.
That's what we
Yeah.
called it too.
Facts.
Yeah, you're right.
So different name,
We
but
called it-
definitely still a thing.
We called it women's stuff.
of course you do.
Are you taking women's stuff class? No, man.
Yeah, home ec or shop, right? You're like, well, I'm terrible at, I don't man stuff. I don't want to be cutting wood, but I also don't want to bake muffins.
Yeah.
Is there just a class where I can do nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
That's
either.
called detention.
I remember I was in math class and they were like, you should just go on down to shop.
Oh, is that? Wait, dude, which one of you had the shop teacher that would just tell you about his divorce?
Oh, dude, that was Mr. Bricker. That was my
Oh.
guy. And I was a senior, and the rest of the kids in there were freshmen because I waited till the last possible moment to take shop class. And he and I would go out back, and he'd smoke cigarettes and tell me about his
Yeah.
divorce.
Oh, buddy.
And then
Yeah.
I had the shop teacher that would overpronounce every single letter when it came to the fractions, right? Like Mr. Sturbance would say, and that is 6/16 or 3/8.
That's the greatest
Yeah,
ever.
that's the.
That's my
Was
favorite
he also a fan of the Bears?
He was the best. No, but that's how he talked though.
That's
Yeah.
my
You
favorite impersonation.
You have to reduce you gotta reduce the fraction.
It's excellent.
6/16. Oh, you would have hated that class.
No.
How many? What do I cut?
I would.
Well, little Paulie over there needs his logbook signed.
Is he the one that got mad at you because you didn't take college math?
No, that was Mr. Romola.
Oh, yeah.
He was, yeah, Cory doesn't need math anymore. I go,
That's the best
no,
thing
I don't
to
need
do.
calculus, Mr. Romola. I'm going to the U and I'm going to do something else, but it's not going to be math. He goes, no, you're never going to need math again. I go,
That's such a math
no, but
teacher
not
line.
not this kind of math though. You're right. I'm going to need math, but not calculus. No, it's all over for you. You and math, it's over.
Yeah.
No, you're doing the right thing. Yeah, you definitely don't need math anymore.
And then he
Math
started
teacher.
You're right, Mr.
And
Romola.
then you started twerking.
The teacher, Mr. Romola, started twerking.
Math teachers love math.
I love that guy. He was funny.
That's what Sauce's 4th grade math teacher said to him.
God. Yeah, I took the same math class like 4 times.
Again, and Mr. Romola was the one that would go, "Doo-doo!" Like if it was
yeah.
like, if the answer was 7.22, he just lost his mind. He thought it was the funniest thing ever.
I love him.
Hey, Cory, what's the answer to number 4? 7.22, Mr. Romola. Doo-doo! Doo-doo! It's like, and he was like 60. He just thought it was super fun to make sound effects. We had crazy
that's
teachers in
fine.
Chisago.
Yeah.
Some nice teachers.
Yep.
Hawk, did that shop teacher ever let you join him with the cigarettes?
Join him. Oh, with the cigarettes.
No, he did not.
Darn it.
Bricker.
But my gosh, poor Mr. Bricker.
Yeah, but he looked forward to seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was his only friend.
You were his therapist.
I was.
I love when we go around the room and quickly tell stories about like teachers we had in middle school or high school. Zach and Sauce get really quiet.
I know.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah, I mean, I got,
More than one. I mean, the shop teachers like this. It was
same, yeah. The
everybody
math
else-
teachers hated me. I remember, this is a subtle brag, but also like
Go on.
Yeah.
complete, like, how do I say it? Like,
lunch
it's
ladies
bittersweet, right? Yeah, the lunch ladies did love me.
Best friends.
My senior year of high school, I was nominated. I didn't win, but I was nominated for the homecoming thing.
Which senior year?
My first one.
Top 3? Top 5?
And they walked in to nominate me in my algebra class with like 15 freshmen. I was a senior.
Nice.
It was like, yeah, because I just kept failing that class over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how tiny that crown would have looked?
Oh, yeah. And I barely fit in the desk. I mean, I was a hefty cinch pack at that point. Yeah, I was huge. Yeah.
Mr. Bricker, go get the steering wheel out of your car.
Check the semi.
It's going to be your crown.
Oh, no.
I'm just telling you guys a story.
I know. We're trying to add detail.
Yeah,
to
we're doing our best to. It's improv comedy, brother.
Speaking of adding detail, by the way, that teacher acting erratically at a high school, she investigators learned that before their arrival, she'd been yelling, slamming her hands on the desk, making inappropriate statements to students, twerking, and then said that she would engage in sexual activity with them, referring to herself as a, quote, $1 million prostitute.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hang on. Let's hear the rest of the story.
Was she teaching economics?
Yeah.
The assistant principal entered, instructed her to gather her belongings and leave the classroom. She refused, stating that she did not want to be tasered.
Oh.
She said something like, basically, put me in prison for life.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, your wish is my command.
Yeah.
Tuesday gone wrong.
As the bell rang and her
She had a
students
tough
began
day.
exiting, she was among the last to leave when Miss Jordan yelled at her, called her derogatory name, placed her hands on her head and the back of her neck and her throat.
Oh,
Gee.
okay. She likes the rough stuff.
Yeah.
Dang.
She's got something going on.
Yeah, a little something.
She shouldn't be at a high school.
No.
No. It's over for her.
She should be in elementary.
What's the what's the bit Ferrero does when it's like it's the end of the world? What is it called again?
This is the end.
T's,
Great movie.
Yeah, but like what's the bit called?
Something
two
else.
girls in one cup.
Oh, Done as a Society. Thank you, Zachary. Done as a Society, right? Here, this is file this one under Done as, right?
You hear him?
Yeah, I did.
How many of us have seen Project Hail Mary?
I have.
Haven't
Two
seen
of
it.
us. It's
Heard
fantastic.
it's I heard it's really good.
So good.
This is a semi spoiler because they don't really show this in the trailers much, but you've probably heard by now that at some point the baby goose runs into an alien, right?
Yeah.
You guys familiar with that? It's
You'd
a little
hope
bit of a
so.
spoiler, but still.
It's a space movie.
Yeah, but the alien is not hostile.
Oh, thanks, Pantera.
This is a Done as a Society thing. The guy who puppeteered Rocky the Alien in Project Hail Mary
Please don't say bad.
is technically now eligible for a Best Supporting Actor nomination at next year's Oscars.
Sweet.
Here's my done as. If whoever this guy is, if the puppeteer for Rocky from Project Hail Mary wins Best Supporting Actor, that will be the last year the Oscars are ever a thing.
Really?
It's over.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right? If can you imagine if he wins? What are we doing? What is the goal here? What are we
good
doing?
point. Yeah.
That would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I loved this movie. It was really fun. And Rocky was a cool character. I don't give two Fs who was puppeteering Rocky. I didn't even know it was a puppeteer. Like, it looked like CGI. It was so good, right? It was
so cool.
It was awesome. It was super cool.
Yeah.
We can't have a puppeteer winning Best Supporting. A Rock? Not The Rock.
No.
He ain't winning either.
Or the country.
Yeah.
But a Rock from outer space cannot win Best Supporting Actor.
Or Jim Henson got screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
By Rocky?
Can you imagine?
Pop up.
Like, honestly, who would accept the award? The Rock or the puppeteer?
That would be cool if The Rock did.
Yeah.
Again, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just Rocky the alien. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One.
Rocky's actually here.
It's a different Rocky. Yeah, he won, I think, in 1975 or whatever.
What? Rocky, are you okay?
I'm out of again. You cut me.
Humpback whales are traveling now in gangs. Sightings of more super groups of humpback whales are skyrocketing.
Yep.
That is groups defined of 20 or more moving together.
Yeah, two will be in here doing draft coverage on Friday.
Oh, on their little motorcycles?
Yep, we'll ride those in. Yep. Yep.
Favorite teacher was the lunch lady.
I got to get somebody to make to mock up a KFAN T-shirt of Nordo and Sauce on those motorcycles.
It's such a great bit. No.
I'll wear nothing else. That's something I'll wear every day. I might tattoo that on my chest like Brock Lesnar.
It's just so much funny if you were a teenager-ish in the 90s and understand the two fat guys from the Guinness Book of World Records. Parker, you know what we're talking about?
No idea.
Just Google motorcycle twins Guinness World Records, and then you'll understand this reference forever. For whatever reason, when we all checked out the Guinness Book of World Records in the 90s or bought it when it was one of those book fairs, there were motorcycle twins that were like the biggest twins in the world.
That's Nordo and I.
Ben.
Now put Nordo's head on one and Sauce's head on the other.
That's Nordo and I.
When we call them the motorcycle twins, or when they call themselves mostly the motorcycle twins, it's a reference to those guys that were literally world record holders.
They could have got them bigger motorcycles. Though.
Yeah, no
like,
kidding.
these things
Fun,
are
though.
tiny.
That's the biggest motorcycle in existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to scale.
Wow. They weighed over 700 pounds each.
Yeah, and they can still ride motorcycles.
Hang on. Why do I even have this button if I'm not going to use
hit
it
it now.
So say that again. They were on motorcycles, but how much did each of them weigh?
They were born in 1946, and they weighed over 700 pounds each.
That's a huge bitch. Freak!
And they were buried together.
Well, yeah.
Rest in peace.
In food.
They aren't with us anymore?
aren't with
that
us.
was like...
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Billy died in 79, and Benny died in 01.
Hey, hang on. Who died in 79?
Billy died in 79.
Oh, Billy.
Rosie's live again.
Oh, Billy.
Billy's peak weight, 742 pounds.
That's a huge bitch.
Oh, he farted.
That's how he died.
Oh, man.
And Billy and what? What was the other one?
Benny was 747 pounds.
How do we start calling Sauce and Nerdle Billy and Benny?
No, please
Which is
don't. I
which?
don't weigh that much.
Give yourself time.
747. You could do it. If you
Neither
set
one
your
of you
mind to
weighs
it.
that much. It's still funny.
Yeah, you're both very
Yeah,
by the way,
good-looking dudes.
Here's the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You were crushed like Jimmy the Beard.
Oh, poor Jimmy.
It's a callback. The CDC says tick bites are sending people to the ER at the highest rate in nearly 10 years. Ticks on the uprise.
So ironic.
What's going on here?
Ticks are terrible.
Did you get a tick on your Park?
No, I just watched the Curb episode last night of the Lyme disease.
Oh,
Remind me. It's been a minute.
They want to do the rerun for NBC, the Seinfeld rerun. And he
So
puts them,
Seinfeld season, yep.
he puts them up in like 300 level at Staples Center for a Lakers game, and then he gets mad at him. So Larry David calls him out and then goes and apologizes to him. And he's like, "I don't want your apology." Then he tells him, "You have Lyme's disease." So good. So good.
So I love that
Such
you
a
have
great
gone on the
show.
curb journey
I'm on
by
it.
yourself because
Yeah.
Taylor's not interested. So
Yeah.
when she's at practice or busy or out of town,
Yep.
you just hammer curb.
And she's in Seattle right now, so I was curbed last night.
So how many seasons? Is that season like
7?
I was going to say
Yeah.
6 or 7. Okay, so you're up to 7.
I'm up to
you're
7.
getting through it.
I'm getting there. Yep, I'm getting there. There's some Seinfeld stuff I don't understand, but
But you
it's
get
all
the
right.
gist of it,
I
right?
get the gist of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Man,
No way!
that's awesome. All right, we all know what's going on in Iran, correct?
Yeah.
Sauce, you've heard about this?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? You see this?
Yes, sir.
Well, obviously things like oil prices altered by the war in Iran. We know this, right? Well, here's one little side effect that some of us may not have thought of because I didn't know this. There's a company called Carex, K-A-R-E-X, Carex, and they are a giant player in the condom industry. They produce about 1 out of every 5 worldwide.
Wow.
That's about $5 billion a year for brands like Durex, Carex, and some other ones, right?
Horse genitals.
Yep.
Oh, horse genitals.
They are raising their prices by up to 30% based on supply chain disruptions caused by this war.
Oh, no.
So you might see an increased price in your condoms.
Oh, no.
They do 5 billion condoms annually.
Yep.
Smart.
That's a lot.
What are you doing?
Most of those are for Billy and Benny.
Yeah,
Oh no.
they're not.
And half of them are using the Olympic Village this year.
Yeah. Ran out in the first day.
They're not banging.
There's a bunch in Italy right now.
Oh,
Darn it. Yuck. Yuck.
Please.
oh, Tommy, it's okay.
For obvious reasons, I know today's Earth Day, but what percentage of Americans know that today is Earth Day? Like, if you ask the average American, could they say April 22nd?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? What percentage of
5.
Americans
That
know
would've been
that
like
Earth Day is
17.
April 22nd?
10.
5.
What did you say, Parker?
I said 5, but I'll go 4 now.
I think you guys are right. I think this is off. They claim that 26%.
No way.
I think that's high.
I think that's
way
high
too
too. I think if we went to the state fair, for example, and asked the first 100 people we just bumped into and said, "What day is Earth Day?"
Be less than 26.
I think it's somewhere in the 12 and under range.
The state fair is right around the corner.
They might say like, isn't it like in April or something? They might get close, but knowing the exact day, I don't buy it.
It's almost here.
Can't wait.
State fair, yeah.
Cheese curds. man.
Hawk's excited.
I hope they raise the prices on cheese curds because of the war.
Oh.
What? Why?
Because I'm willing to pay more. I don't think I pay enough.
Yep.
What is it? What's a bucket now? Like $22 or
I don't know.
something?
You always
No.
buy.
Yeah, Utah, get me 2.
Yeah.
2,700,000,000.
That's a lot, Jerry.
I'll take 2.
I love that.
Same.
Oh.
And they show you the picture of like the little cheese curd like boat, the little cardboard boat, and then the bucket.
Right.
It's like, who gets the boat? That's like 3 cheese curds, and it's like $15. You got to get the bucket.
The Cowtown.
Yeah, Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty Cowtown.
Well, that's what the fair is basically on the opposite side of the fair.
That's
But
what
by the
Hawk
food
thinks of it.
building, it's not really a Dusty Cowtown. It's the
Yep.
yeah. See, you get it. I thought you were going to argue. I like that you're agreeable.
No,
Jerry, do you like the fair?
Now he's
not at
starting.
all.
Why not?
Dusty Cowtown.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the parking?
Beth.
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 She parks there.
Beth.
He's thinking of the lady from Yellowstone.
Right.
Yeah. See?
The Kiss song.
Yeah.
I loved him so much.
Oh, that's a man,
Yeah.
a woman,
Yep.
Jerry.
Lay's potato chips has a couple of new limited edition flavors on the way. These sound disgusting, but I'm a weirdo. So you guys that eat like normal adults, tell me if this sounds good, okay?
Yep.
Brazilian style garlic sauce.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Yep.
Because garlic wins.
No.
Yeah, garlic wins. Yep.
So I was
No.
going to say yes to all these.
Yeah, I am.
And wavy French onion soup.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Sign me up.
No.
French onion soup
That
whales.
was so good.
A good French onion
Oh,
soup.
yeah. Outstanding. On a cold day, outstanding. Yeah.
Sign me up.
They're still the same.
No, Jerry, you're not listening.
It's the same.
No, it's not. Soup and chips are 2 different things, Jerry.
Not for this.
Jerry, just listen.
No.
All right.
There is a frequency of fireballs in our skies lately. It seems to be
Right.
growing in the last couple of months. Keep up, Jerry. This is interesting. Here's the weird thing. NASA and other meteor experts can't quite agree on what is happening. They can't explain why it's as frequent as it is.
Why?
That's concerning.
Why?
What's going on here? Why are there so many meteors? What's the goal here?
Why?
And they don't know.
Because we do it well.
We do what well?
Yeah, Jer.
Cannonballs.
Yep.
Yeah. He's so dead.
Beth.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
He seemed real bitter at the end. Was he always bitter?
Yep.
what's your
Why
problem?
am I asking you guys? Why not just ask him?
Yeah, ask Jer.
Write a book.
About?
Beth.
Beth.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'll start.
Why?
Because you asked me to.
Get a day job.
You guys familiar with, is it Barilla pasta? Is that how you say it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
good
how you
brand.
pronounce it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
blue box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great brand.
They apparently have a Spotify playlist that lasts for the exact amount of times that it takes to cook each type of pasta, so you don't have to set a timer.
That's brilliant.
That is
That's a good
That's
idea.
brilliant.
Can I play devil's advocate because I like to advocate for the devil?
You're real good at
The
it.
whole
the water
town
is.
You got a
So,
degree.
so let's say I'm in my kitchen and I'm like, hey, Alexa, like set a timer for 12 minutes or whatever, right?
Everybody's Alexa just did that.
Isn't that faster than pulling up Spotify and then searching for a Barilla playlist?
Well, some people don't like to cook in pure silence.
Yeah, you are a madman.
But I mean, I actually would argue this might take longer than just setting a timer. Setting a timer takes
You
about
get it
1 second.
ready when you start the boiling of the water.
Or I would bet.
thanks, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Get it ready with the boiling of the water. Jesus.
I bet you can scan something on the box.
Leave the box alone.
Why did you turn into Cosby?
Yeah, what the hell was
so
that?
weird.
I got in trouble because of the box.
You turn it into the playlist.
I'm going to put the pill in the water.
I mean, honestly, like you've never talked like that. What happened?
What just did you have a stroke?
Just an accidental Cosby impression? That was bizarre.
Gonna go get the motorcycle boys and get myself some bills.
Stand in the middle of them.
Benny and Billy.
Like when Chris asked you earlier how there are too many men on the ice, and you didn't go, you put the men on the ice and then they go in the box.
If you play the puck, you get the penalty.
What happened, Zach?
Why do you sound like a robot?
He's never heard
I
Cosby.
know.
Oh, man, that was weird. That was fun.
They're going to put the pill in the Diet Coke.
Bill, relax.
All right, that's enough.
Oh, you got enough? Okay, cool. Did I tell you about the old lady? No, I didn't. Listen to this. A California woman is dead after a snake bite, and she's the third person this year in the state of California to die from a snake bite.
Jeez.
78-year-old woman was bitten several times by a venomous snake on a rural property in Mendocino County back on April 8th. The type of snake hasn't been verified.
Wow.
Oh, man. That
She was
sucks.
apparently twice shy.
Really?
Yes, that's the hot rumor.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Oh.
Get it? Get it? Get
You
it?
got to be old to get it several times.
Well, I don't know, man. Snakes are rotten.
Yeah, I don't think it matters
Snakes
how old
hate
you
us.
are.
Yeah, they don't like us much.
Snakes just hate
I feel like
They're mean.
I feel like
teeth in the leg, and then the leg is...
them in the butthole.
Okay. What? Girthy base, relax.
You guys haven't seen the snake.
You need to take a deep breath, girthy base.
Man, why does anybody go outside?
I don't know, man. I
There's
hate
snakes
snakes.
out there.
Why does
Snakes are the
anyone
worst.
listen to this?
I don't know.
What?
That's a great question.
It is. It's good. Why do you got to bring that up?
We got a couple of world record holders on this station. It's fun to listen to.
Yeah, we sure do. They're going to ride the motorcycle.
What's the motorcycle?
Going right through the Arby's.
Yep, and then back again through the
Going
drive-thru.
to get the Tomoka steaks.
The Tomoka steaks.
No, the Jamocha Shake at Arby's.
Oh,
He knows.
Can't translate?
yeah, he speaks Cosby.
That's he's morphing into Sling Blade.
Yeah, Sling Blade. What do you get when you go out?
I can't do it now.
That was Gollum. That was Gollum. Try it one more time.
I'm too tired. I
Try
can't
it one
do
more
it.
time.
Go get them French fries tighter. Yeah, what do you got back there is a good day.
Zach, that should be your new bit. Instead of just like say, hey, Zach, do a Cosby impression and answer this question, you should just once in a while just start the sentence by performing an unbelievably random impression for absolutely no reason.
I don't know how I did it.
I don't know either.
I was listening to myself and I was as shocked as you guys were.
Yeah, what was that?
Just happened.
I don't know.
I mean, doesn't it take longer to pull up Spotify? You put the playlist on when the water's boiling.
So good. Yeah, that was so weird.
Great answer.
I think you stroked out, man.
Who's going to start a goal? Michael Caine.
Sauce, you do one. Yeah, you get it.
What's the bit?
You're Zach doing an accidental impression. Go.
Oh, no.
Man, you're quick on your
His
feet.
motorcycle's already idling.
Yeah, Nordo and I have to take off. There's a buffet waiting for us.
You took exactly one improv class. One.
Yeah.
And then pocketed the money.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Hawk.
God.
I know.
Oh, hey, it's Rosie.
Do your Lars impression.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a pretty good impression you got.
Hey, so why wouldn't I just set a timer? Why would I just pull up a Spotify playlist? Doesn't that take longer?
how does Lars talk?
Oh my God, forget it.
It's over.
How does Lars talk?
We were giving you your props.
Yeah, that was supposed to be your ramp. You were supposed to hit that one over the fence. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That was a meatball.
yeah.
Now you have to try it. The show's over. Go.
Doesn't he say stuff like, no, that's not
That's
Lars.
just your voice.
Yeah, that's just my voice.
Jeez.
This is Lars
There
from
you
Metallica.
go. There it is.
I hate Napster. That was my voice, though.
Mostly.
I'm not good at everything.
You're good at other things.
Name 3 things I'm good at.
Riding motorcycles?
Yeah, well, there's one.
Eating.
There's 2.
Not brushing your teeth.
Wow, you nailed it.
Not wearing deodorant.
I wear
Not
deodorant.
washing your butt crack.
I wear deodorant. Sausage breath.
Parker, good to see you, buddy.
We'll see you
See you
tomorrow.
guys tomorrow, yeah.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. Parker's going to be a part of the draft, man.
That's
I'm in
right.
on it. Yep.
Big day tomorrow. And
Can't wait.
Saucy, all props to you putting this whole thing together. I'm excited.
Yeah, can't wait.
Thank
And
you.
then, Parker, are you doing like Wolves After Dark at any point during this playoff run?
We're working on it. We it's in
Oh,
the
these
works.
late games suck, man.
These late games. Let's win
Yeah.
round 1 and then
All right.
let's do it round 2.
See you tomorrow morning, dude.
See you tomorrow morning.
All right, 9 to
Happy
noon
birthday,
is
Cory.
thank you. 9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow,
Everybody have a
5:30 to
wonderful
9.
day.
See you then.